Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hutchinson Motorsports TV for some Tuesday night racing tonight. The 5150 Cup Series is here at Kansas for week one of the playoffs. Should be a good one tonight, folks. Let's see, about 14 cars signed in here tonight. Christian Taylor out on the speedway, the number 96 DraftKings machine. This man is known for junking race cars out of Storm Motorsports. Is the 96 Toyota Camry gonna junk it? We're gonna find out. JT Tinker's out here putting up some stinker lap times. He is slow here. Currently running 11th out of 13. 30.79. JT Tinker is junked tonight. Top of the board, though, Cam Patterson, 30.12. That's a track record here, folks. Then we got Chad White out here. He's rolling decent, sitting in fifth right now. The Loudon, Tennessean. Chad White trying to get this car tuned out. Let's hop on board to the number 28, Chad White. Chad's rolling the top here. The Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view, and he smokes the wall. Right on cue, Chad White junks it. Chad's going to get used to that tonight because he's going to junk that race car. You can bet on it. Who else we got? We got the youngin out here, Logan Festitian, the Brockport New Yorker. What does the youngin have in store for us tonight? Currently running sixth. You'd think he'd be faster because his teammate's Cam Patterson, who has 6 wins on the year. But unfortunately, that number 19 is junk. Toby Bird out here. He's slow like usual. Toby Bird, the number 22 machine, sitting in the backs. The Huber Heights native, currently running 12th out of 13 cars, 30.84. Pretty slow, Toby. Can Toby figure something out? I don't know, folks. Not looking good for Mr. Bird. So in the meantime, we got about 30 more seconds left of practice. We're going to jump straight into qualifying action here right after this one. Week one of the playoffs. We're at Kansas. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, #1 streaming service in the business. The GOAT, Blake Hutchinson, up here in the booth for you, the great fans. So let's get the tunes back playing a little bit before we jump straight into qualifying action. Practice has come to an end. It's time to jump into qualifying. Who's the first cars to hit the track? We're going to find out with the Hutchinson Motorsports TV music in the background. We're going to be dropping the hammer, going green for qualifying. Toby Bad Fast Bird heading out onto the speedway. What kind of lap time does Bird have for us? JT Tinker out there as well in the number 93. We got Christian Taylor in the junk number 96 machine. Christian Taylor hitting the speedway as we speak now. Cam Patterson out on the speedway. He's the favorite to win it tonight. The number 38 Red Bull Ford taking the green flag here in Kansas. Let's hop on board with the number 38, Cam Patterson. He's rolling the top for lap one. Cam Patterson, he's feeling good here in Kansas. Alabama Tide bandwagoner Cam Patterson rolling the top. Cam Patterson's known for his sense of style. Prefers women's hats. As he's crossing the apron here, he's going to cross the line. First lap time's going to be not on the board. He might have hit the wall there, folks. I'm not sure what happened. But Chad White out here, 30.71, top of the board for the Loudon, Tennessean, Chad White. And no shocker here, Toby Bird in the dead last, 31.21 for the Huber Heights native, Toby Bird. Peyton Barfield out on the speedway, the number 94 Hutchinson Motorsports TV fanatic. I tell you what, nobody watches more Hutchinson Motorsports TV broadcasts than this man right here, the McDonough, Georgia native, Peyton Barfield. We're pulling for him, folks. Barfield crosses the line, 30.66. That's good for third. Patterson sitting in second, 30.65. Chad White, top of the board, 30.30, folks. That's a scorcher. Christian Taylor, the junk number 96 machine, putting down a good lap, 30.44. That's good enough for second. The youngin' Logan Festishin, the Brockport, New Yorker out here. What kind of lap time does Festishin have for us? He is rolling the top. Let's hop on board the number 19, Logan Festishin. Onto the apron. He's going to cross the line here. The number 19 Ford going to get a lap time. Mid-back 30.82 for the number 19. Bryce Barfield out here after his brother put down a decent lap time. Does Bryce have better? He's going to head down to the apron like everybody else. The number 37 going to cross the line. Bryce Barfield. Not even on the board. Junk. Speaking... Here we go, folks. We got a surprise for you tonight. The number 9, steady hand Frank Warner. He's back. He's been away for a while, but he just couldn't stay away too long. The number 9, he's known for his qualifying efforts. He's the go-to qualifying. Let's hop on board with Mr. Frank Warner. They call him steady hand Frank Warner because he's the best qualifier in the business. Frank Warner taking a green flag here in Kansas. Get your notepads out, folks. Be ready to take some notes because we're watching the GOAT right now. Frank Warner, the New York native. What does Frank Warner have for us? On to the backstretch. Let's hop on board once again with the number 9, Frank Warner. Steady hand Frank coming out at 3 and 4. Into the front stretch. He's going to head down to the apron. He's going to cross the line. His first lap's going to have a time of 30.87, but it's all about the second lap for steady hand Frank Warner. What does the number 9 Toyota have? The Storm Motorsports number 9 machine. Frank Warner onto the backstretch. Currently Chad White top of the board, 30.30. Does Frank Warner have anything for him? Let's hop back on board. As Warner heads into turn 4, comes out of the corner, and he hits the wall. It's an invalid lap. Warner's going to be in the back. Even the GOAT makes a mistake every once in a while. Frank Warner tonight. Nate DeFayette out here for the West Sands Lake New Yorker DeFayette. He's going to cross the line here. First lap's going to be not even on the board. Junk. So DeFayette's out here on the speedway. We're going to keep the music rolling. Stay tuned right here. We got a few more minutes. Go ahead. Take a short break. We'll be back for some racing here shortly, folks. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, number 1 broadcast company. Chad, he's pulling for Nate. As we have a few minutes left here, before we jump into tonight's main event, we're here at Kansas, week 1 of the 5150 Cup Series playoffs. It's official, folks. Chad White, top of the board. Quick time, 30.30. Chad White, new track record here at Kansas. What a run from Mr. White. Top of the board. He's going to be taking off from the pole. As we got a few minutes here, let's see if we can pull in somebody for a quick interview.
Oh,
Frank, Blake up in the booth. You got me?
hey, Blake, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing great. It's nice to see you back out here. How you feeling about the race tonight?
I like Kansas. Kansas is one of my favorite tracks. Although, I'm not a big fan of the next gen car. I don't like the suspension in these cars. But we're gonna go out here and just do our best, and hopefully be there at the end and have a shot.
Yeah, well, it's great to see you back out here, and we wish you the best of luck tonight.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks, Blake. Enjoy the show.
Sir. There's the number 9 machine, Frank Warner, doing a quick little interview with him. Frank's been away for a while. You heard it from him. He's not a big fan of these cars, but he's going to give it a shot. Unfortunately, he hit the wall in his qualifying run, so he's starting in the back with the slugs like Brian Samara. That's when you know you're slow, when you're starting behind the 53 of Brian Samara. So Warner going to start off in the 10 spot here. We got a few more minutes, I believe. Let me check. Yeah, we got a couple more minutes before our main event here tonight, folks. So I'm going to get the tunes back playing, take a short break, and we'll be back shortly. Hutchinson Motorsports TV 5150 Cup Series playoff action. We're at Kansas. As a qualifying officially ends, Chad White gets the quick time spot. We're here, Kansas Speedway, 78 degrees outside, a small chance of rain, partly cloudy. But folks, it's time for your starting lineup here at Kansas, Week 1, 5150 Cup Series playoffs. On the pole, the number 28, Chad White. 2 is outside, the number 96 from Storm Motorsports, Christian Taylor. Row number 2 on the inside, going to be the number 37, Bryce Barfield. 2 is outside, the number 43, Nate DeFayette. Row number 3 on the inside, it's the youngster, the number 19, Logan Festician. 2 is outside, his teammate. He likes women's bucket hats. It's the number 38, Cam Patterson. Row number 4 on the inside, the number 71, Justin Rhodes. 2 is outside, the number 94, Peyton Barfield. Row number 5 on the inside, going to be the number 53, Brian Samara. 2 is outside, the number 9. We heard from him a minute ago, Frank Warner. Row number 6 on the inside, going to be number 22, Toby Bird. 2 is outside, the number 93, JT Tinker. Starting in the 13th position, the number 63, the Amtrak Hooters machine. He's bad fast. It's Aaron Poplin. And starting last in the number 3, Cody Chasm. We might have another starter here. Chris Vincent popping in last second. Might be able to make it in time. We're going to find out. But we get the music stopped here as our racers start to hit the speedway. 15 cars signed in here. Looks like Chris Vincent just pulled in right before the race started. Let's see if he's able to make it out here. Let's take a look here. Is Chris Vincent out there? I don't think so. Not yet. As they enter the track here, Aaron Poplin in the last car, not seeing anybody behind him. See if Mr. Vincent's able to make it. I don't know if he's going to make it or not, folks. It's going to be close. It's going to be close, but nonetheless, we're going to get the field set up here. We got 100 laps. Stage 1 going to be at the end of lap 30 here, 5150. Cup Series action, playoff racing right here at Kansas. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, Tuesday night racing, folks. Once again, we appreciate you tuning in to the #1 streaming service in the whole business, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Nowhere else is there a larger library of racing. 100% confirmed. Don't even look it up. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We're #1 for a reason, folks. But the field is set. Pace car is in. It's going to be wide on the inside. Taylor on the outside. Coming to the Geico restart zone. Green flag in the air. Chad White out front here trying to maintain that race lead. Heading into turn 1, we got to move. He's going 3 wide for the race lead. It's the number 37, Bryce Barfield. He's wasting no time. Slide job, the number 37. From 3rd to 1st. Can he hold the lead? He's throwing a block on White, and they're junking each other. Caution coming out here, folks, I think. No, we're still rolling. Oh, there we go. Cam Patterson just got junked. Let's see what happened. All right, here it is. They're racing hard. Let's get a little better view. See what happened. See Cam Patterson right there in the Red Bull number 38. Looks like he's 3 wide. Oh, the 43 gets into the wall. Oh, the 71 doesn't give him room and just kind of junks him. Looked like the 71 didn't know he was 3 wide. That's the 71 of Justin Rose. Let's get another angle. Hutchinson Motorsports Chopper Cam, brought to you by Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the #1 broadcast company in the business. Here it is. So you see Justin Rose there on the inside, the number 71. Then you got the 38 in the middle. Nowhere for him to go. Yeah, the 71 just junks him. He just stuffed him up there, folks. Justin Rose just absolutely junked the poor number 38. Looks like the 43's collected. Looks like that's about it. Tinker spins out. Casper the Ghost just dumped him, apparently. But he shouldn't have any damage. But we're back live here. We got a couple guys heading down pit road. We're going to rack them up. And Bryce Barfield, how about taking over the race lead from 3rd place? Taking him 3 wide into turn 1. You know, some people would say, oh, what an impatient move. That's terrible. Well, have you watched real NASCAR? That's what they do every single restart. So I think it was a hell of a move by Mr. Bryce Barfield, going from 3rd to 1st. Meanwhile, let's see, is Chris Vincent able to make it out here? Still haven't seen that number 90, or 33, I mean. Don't think he's made it out. Cody Chasm as well. Looked like Chasm and Vincent both unable to make it out here. So Bryce Barfield, your race leader. We're going to get the field set here. We're going to get some tunes playing again. Hutchinson Motorsports TV music brought to you by the GOAT. Blake Hutchinson up here in the booth for you, the great fans. Dante in the chat pulling for the number 96, Christian Taylor. talking to some racers earlier. They were talking about their picks to advance in the playoffs. Everybody's counting out this poor number 63 Amtrak machine of Aaron Poplin. Well, they need to stop it because Aaron's the GOAT. He's going straight to the front, folks. Keep your eyes on the bad Fats number 63, Aaron Poplin, the most talent in the field. Nobody's got more talent than the man sitting behind the number 63 steering wheel, Aaron Poplin. But meanwhile, Bryce Barfield is your race leader. He's going to try to maintain this. He's only got 96 more laps left to go. Going to try to lead them on. But let's get the tunes back playing for you, the great fans, before we go green here in a couple laps. As the field is set, we're ready to go green again. Take number 2. We're going to try it one more time. See if these guys can keep it clean for more than a lap, or if they're just going to junk it. Let's hop up to our eyes in the sky, the most beautiful view in the business, the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp. Wow, what a view. I've never seen anything like it. Incredible. But your front row going to be Bryce Barfield on the inside, Chad White on the outside. White looking to get a better start this time around. The initial start was junk out front for that number 28 of Chad White. But the pace car is in. The field is set. Coming to the Geico restart zone. Green flag in the air at Kansas again. Good start for Barfield. He's going to fall out front. Let's keep our eyes on the battle in the back. These guys looking to jump each other. Let's hop on board with the Mad Fats number 63 of Aaron Poplin. They're 3 wide in the middle of the pack. Looking to jump one another. All clear for now. Poplin rolling the bottom. Throwing a block on the number 9. Aaron Poplin trying to maintain his position. Currently running 9th place. That's the GOAT, Aaron Poplin. Meanwhile, out front, Bryce Barfield is racing like it's the last lap out here. Throwing blocks and slide jobs. Bryce Barfield, your race leader, going straight to the top. But Chad White trying to wheel him back in. He's giving the bottom a try. Let's hop on board with a number 28, Chad White from Loudon, Tennessee. He's chasing the leader, going to the bottom, trying to get some clean air. What does Mr. White have for the race leader? And the answer, sir, is nothing. But here comes a youngin, the number 19, Logan Festchischen. Currently running in 3rd, the right New Yorker Logan Festchischen. Feeling good about his chances tonight. Right now, your hard charger in the field, currently in 4th. Brian Samara started 9th up to 4th. Is Brian the GOAT? Let's hop on board with number 53, Brian Samara. He was your regular season champion. Oh, and he almost junks it. He is sending it in the corners, folks, kicking that car sideways. Them tires got to be hurting that number 53. He's not saving nothing. The Coral Springs, Florida native. Still sliding through the corner, trying to get around the 19 of Festchischen. Side by side onto the backstretch. The 53 says later Nern takes over the 3rd spot. Festchischen falls back to 4th. Meanwhile, Christian Taylor, after starting in the front row, he's already dropped back to 5th. Number 96 car looking like junk here tonight. The DraftKings Toyota. Meanwhile, the 71 blows right by him like he's sitting still. Moves them back to 6th. So dropping back here, we got JT Tinker working himself through the field here. Tinker currently up to 9th after starting in the back in 12th spot. Meanwhile, they're racing hard, folks. They're going 3 wide. One of which, Nate DeFayette, the number 43. He says, who can I junk? I'm out here looking to junk somebody. Here comes the 43, the New Yorker, Nate DeFayette. Side by side, duking it out with the GOAT, Aaron Poplin. Poplin on the bottom. Let's hop on board with the bad fast number 63 of Aaron Poplin. As he makes the move, slide job. What a move from the GOAT of Aaron Poplin. Back on board, Poplin up to 10th. Currently running 10th. Is this man the best driver in the pack? I think so. Unbelievable. I've never seen more talent than this man right here, Aaron Poplin. Unbelievable racing for this man. Number 63 car. But meanwhile, back out front, Bryce Barfield, the McDonough, Georgia, still your race leader. But Brian Samara is on the move, currently up to 2nd. Folks, I tell you what, if anybody's burnt their tires up, it's this number 53 of Brian Samara. He is totally sideways through the entire corners. He's not saving nothing. Brian Samara's on the gas. To the back bumper of the race leader, Samara looking for the lead. Meanwhile, Chad White sitting in the 3rd spot. While Samara started in 9th, he's up to 2nd. His teammate JT Tinker currently up to 8th. Tinker's got a bit of a gap, though, between him and the next car, which is Cam Patterson, who got junked early on the first lap. Here he is, Patterson looking to get around his teammate, Logan Festchishin, the number 38, going to the bottom. This is a battle for 6th. He's going to take the spot. Slide job later, nerd. Festchishin getting passed by everybody right now. Festchishin not happy with his teammate as he got a jump. Getting to the back bumper, the 38. Let's hop on board. Festchishin says, I want the spot, loser. I'll take you out. He's going to the bottom. Side by side onto the back stretch. He's not going to have anything. For the number 38 of Cam Patterson. Meanwhile, back out front, Samara, he's currently down by about 0.3 of a second on your race leader. Let's go up to our eyes in the sky, the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp. Look at that view in front of this sold-out crowd, folks. We packed the grandstands on a Tuesday night. Can you believe it? Unbelievable. I've never seen more fans in my entire life. Incredible. They love their 5150 racing. They don't miss playoff time, folks. That's why we brought the Hutchinson Motorsports TV blimp, because it's the best blimp in the business. Meanwhile, Christian Taylor sitting in the 5th spot, trying to maintain pace here. Let's hop on board with that slow number 96 machine of Christian Taylor. Hutchinson Motorsports car review with the Leland, North Carolina native, Christian Taylor. Tires screeching through the corners. He's not saving nothing to the back bumper of the 71, and he smokes the wall right on cue. He must be watching the stream, folks. The pressure was on. The 96 just stuffed it into the wall. But let's go to the back and see what the GOAT's up to. Aaron Poplin currently running a commanding 12th position. Unbelievable racing from his bad fast number 63 machine. Let's hop back on board with Aaron Poplin. He's running these boys down. He says, you better get back here or I'm going to junk you. Here comes a Pop. Rolling the top. He's trying to win a championship. Aaron Poplin chasing down that number 22 of Toby Bird. Going to the bottom. Here comes Aaron Poplin, looking to throw a 3-car slide job. Unable to do so, but 1 or 2 is going to suffice. Poplin coming up the track, going to take 1 spot, but we got a crossover move. We're 3 wide first. These guys are duking it out here. 3 wide down the front stretch. Folks, this is a battle for about 11. These guys racing hard back here. The best racing's always in the back, and it's always where the GOAT, Aaron Poplin, is. Let's go back up to our eyes in the sky, the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp. We're going to try to keep pace of Aaron Poplin, but he might be too fast for our cameras up here. What a driver, what a performance from Aaron Poplin. Incredible. He's the best car on the track. Meanwhile, back out front, Brian Samara, he's about a half second behind your race leader. Bryce Barfield out front. Chad White onto the back bumper of Samara. He's looking to make a move to take back second place. Mr. Chad White gonna go to the bottom. looking for a run on the 53. He's going to fall back on the line here in the front stretch. What does the 28 of Chad White have? Right to the back bumper of Samara. Lap number 20 out of 100 here, folks. The stage break going to be at the end of lap 30. It's been good, clean racing so far. It's been the Bryce Barfield show, and they just junked each other. Oh, my. Brian Samara got junked by Chad White, but we're still green. Samara able to save it. Oh, I can't believe what just happened. Chad White got sick of seeing that back bumper. Let's see the Hutchinson Motorsports replay. He just junked him. Let's hop on board here with Mr. Chad White. He's there at the bottom, comes up the track, says, hey, loser. Bam! Smokes him. Wow, what a dirty racer. Then number 28 of Chad White. Unbelievable. Flat out junked him. Meanwhile, poor Brian Samara, he's limping to the finish line here at this stage. Dropping back to 5th right now. Got some serious damage on the left quarter panel there after Chad White absolutely smoked him. Meanwhile, dropping back to Goats, gained a couple spots, folks. He's up to 10. Top 10 run for the number 63. Aaron Poplin, he's coming to the front. The Charlotte native Aaron Poplin. All the talent in the world. He is on the gas here in Kansas. Fan favorite Aaron Poplin. What a display he has put on here for us, folks. But meanwhile, the youngin, and Samara trying to junk it again. He's still sideways, folks. This poor guy gets a break and he gets junked. Oh, my. Back up the track. Brakes are locked up in front of the field. The 53 is struggling here tonight, folks. We're still green. So back out from Bryce Barfield, your race leader. Brian Samara going to try to get back rolling. Let's see how Brian got junked here in the replay. Hang on here, folks. So here we go. He's throws a slide job on his teammate, JT Tinker. Tinker smokes him. Says, I'm going to junk it. Samara, he's swerving down the entire straightaway. Comes down right in front of the 71. 71 had nowhere to go. Samara was just on a mission to hit somebody. So he jumped it. But we're back live here, Bryce Barfield. We're still green. Lap number 24. Brian Samara trying to stay on the lead lap, as we're going to have a stage break here in about 5 or 6 laps. So Barfield, your race leader, he's got a 2-second lead on Mr. Chad White, currently running in second. Chad White junked Brian Samara earlier. He said, hey, loser, get out of my way or be junked. And Samara said, bud, I'm not getting out of your way. So unfortunately, the 28 just shipped him. Sent him off on into the sunset, junked him. But that's how we race here in 5150 Cup Series action. It's playoff time, boys. Chad White ain't messing around. And go to the right rear suspension cam with Chad White currently running second. Not much going on there for the 28 machine. Dropping back to spot Cam Patterson back up to third after getting junked on lap 1. Number 38 out of Alabama. The Alabama Tide bandwagoner, Cam Patterson, currently running third. Oh, folks, here comes JT Tinker. Slide job, taking over the 4th spot. Passing Festchician. Festchician trying to battle back, but it's not going to be enough because JT Tinker is bad fast. They're still battling for 4th here. Festchician looking to throw a slide job. He's going to have to give it up, unable to clear him. Does the right thing, gets on the brake. Oh, we got a 3rd car in there in the mix. It's Nate DeFayette, newcomer to the league, blowing by Mr. Tinker. Festchician kind of stuffed Tinker into the wall. Now DeFayette looking to capitalize on it. Oh, he might junk Festchician. He might give payback for JT Tinker. Onto the apron, 3-car battle for 4th. These guys are duking it out, and we got some payback coming. JT Tinker trying to junk him. Here it comes, folks. Slide job. JT Tinker is racing dirty here tonight. Festchician locks it up into the wall. DeFayette going to get around him as well. So Tinker is on a mission after some dirty racing with the number 19, able to take over the 4th spot. With just 2 laps left to go here before the stage break, Brian Samara going a lap down. You know, Samara definitely didn't want to get lapped. He will get the lucky dog, but he wasn't really looking for that because when you're the lucky dog, it's tough. Because the pit, you got to go back around, and it's just a whole ordeal. So he would have been much better off to stay on the lead lap. But he should be all right. There's probably going to be some more cautions. So meanwhile, we're going to drop to the back. What's the GOAT doing here? White flag in the air for the stage, by the way. The GOAT back here running 11th. Aaron Poplin, here he is. The man of the hour, the fan favorite, the most talented driver in the field. The number 63 of Aaron Poplin. He's running a solid 11th right here, folks. What a run for this bad fast number 63 of Aaron Poplin. The Amtrak Hooters number 63. I was talking with the Amtrak corporate members earlier on, and they said, boy, are we happy with our driver, Aaron Poplin. He is just such a good talent to have. But Bryce Barfield going to cross the line here, take home the stage win. Second going to White, third to Patterson, fourth to Tinker, fifth Vestchician, sixth to Fayette, seventh Taylor, followed by Peyton Barfield, Frank Warner, and Justin Rose, your top 10 for the stage. So there's your lineup. We got a caution. They're going to rack them up, get some fresh tires. Let's pull up some Hutchinson Motorsports music because, folks, we know this stuff's the best in the business. I mean, come on. What more could you ask for? Number one stream service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We're here in Kansas. Tuesday night racing, 5150 Cup Series action. Bill in the chat pulling for the number 38 of Cam Patterson. Here they come down pit road. Bryce Barfield entering pit road, your race leader. Let's see if he can keep a spot. Chad White has that last stall, though. Let's see if he can take advantage of it. I don't think so. Looked like Barfield's got an early jump on the pit stop. Left side up. Barfield's in the third stall. He's going to be the first to exit here. Bryce Barfield maintaining your race lead. Second going to be Cam Patterson, followed by Vestchician, Tinker, DeFayette, Warner, Rhodes, and White. Oh, no. Ryan Samara, actually. Oh, no. Samara's still on the track. He's going to have to pit this time around. But here's your lineup for now. Let's get the tunes back playing. Take a short break before we go green. 5150 playoff action at Kansas. As our racers come around, they're going to get the 1 to green sign from the flag man. We're going to go back green here. We're at Kansas. Round 1 of the playoffs. First race, actually. Bryce Barfield, your race leader. He's commanded the whole race. Can he hold off that hard charging 38 of Cam Patterson? Patterson looking for his 7th win on the season. Here's the go, folks. Aaron Poplin running 11. He is that fast here. As the field is bunched up and ready to roll here this time around, pace cars about to head in. As they enter turns 3 and 4, you're going to see that iRacing official pace car head down pit road, get out of the way, because we're going to be going green again. The 38 of Patterson, he's hoping for a good restart. He needs all the help he can get to get around that bad fast number 37. Pace car is in, field is set. Barfield on the inside. Patterson on the outside as they enter the Geico restart zone. Green flag in the air. Barfield going early in the zone. He's going to hold the race lead. Let's see how they're duking it out in the field here, folks. As Barfield holds the race lead, Patterson trying to hold second, but Vestchishin right there with him. Vestchishin trying to roll the bottom, but the high side has the momentum. Tinker and Vestchishin, they have outjumped each other 3 times earlier on. Let's see if there's some payback to be had from that 19, Logan Vestchishin. Folks, this is a battle for third. Vestchishin on the bottom, Tinker on the top. He's going to blow by him on the high side. Right on his back bumper, though, Nathan DeFay in the 43. He wants a piece of the action. These 3 have been duking it out most of this race. Vestchishin unable to clear himself. He's going to lose another spot. Vestchishin going from 3rd to 5th. Meanwhile, the 43 gets stuck into the wall here. He's going to lose the spot back to Vestchishin. Vestchishin going back to the top here. He's going to cover up. Meanwhile, here comes Toby Bird out of nowhere. He's been a slug all day long, but he decided it's go time, boys. I'm from Huber Heights, and I'm bad fast. We're on board with the number 22, Toby Bird. Boy, the 19 just blows by him like he's sitting still. Boy, Toby Bird out of nowhere, he's just struggling. He was fast there for a second, but not anymore. Toby Bird going straight to the back. He pulled the parachute. That car is jumping. Meanwhile, Chad White, he had some damage in the pits after smoking Brian Samara earlier. So he drove to the back, but he's working his way back up through the field. Mr. Chad White, the 28. As we head into lap number 40 here, these guys are racing hard. They're 3 wide down the backstretch. The 96 of Taylor got stuck into the wall. The 28 of White not giving the 22 very much room here. Let's hop on board with Chad White. Got a car right above him. This is a battle for 6th, folks. Currently, Bird has the spot, but Chad White's coming here on the bottom. The 96 is loose here into the corner. Let's see what the GOAT's doing. Aaron Poplin, he's racing hard, folks. He's back to 12th. Boy, is this 63 talented or what, folks? Aaron Poplin. He's going to the bottom. He's looking to pass. Side by side, it's a battle for 11th. Who's going to win the spot? On the outside, the 71 row. On the bottom, it's the GOAT, Aaron Poplin. Heading into turn 1, Pop's going to need to throw a slide job from the bottom. Is he going to do it? Moving up the track, Aaron Poplin's going to take the spot. Slide job, Aaron Poplin to 11th. What a move from Mr. Poplin. Wow, what a racer. Meanwhile, out front, Bryce Barfield still commanding the race. I thought Patterson might have something for him, but it's not looking that way yet as Barfield has led every single lap here tonight. Started in third, immediately went to the race lead, and he hasn't looked back. Boy, that 37 machine is hooked up. Which brings me to my next topic. You know, earlier in the week, I was talking to Bryce. He's asking me all kinds of setup questions. I was obviously helping him out, and that's why he's so fast. But yeah, he's asking me all these setup questions and thanked me. So he's got the Hutchinson Motorsports TV set up, and it's no shocker that he's out front winning this race. Because he's the only car in the field with the Bad Fast Hutchinson Motorsports TV setup. It's just something about my setups, folks. I don't know how I do it. I'm a man of many talents. I wear many hats. One of them is Master Setup Man / Crew Chief. And Bryce Barfield is proven why. But folks, next week, you're in for a real treat. You're going to see another one of my hats. Because I'm going to be out on the track, folks. We're going to be in Talladega next week. And I'm going to be broadcasting while racing. I did it at Daytona earlier in the year. Had a good run going. And I'm going to do it again here at Talladega. People don't realize how difficult it is when you're out there. Because I have to turn my engine sound down, so I don't really know what's going on around me. Can't hear my spotter. I'm out here yelling while I'm racing. Don't know if I'm clear or not. I just guess. And it's a hell of a time. I'm probably going to cause some wrecks. But when you're the GOAT, you got to make things a challenge. And just racing with these guys is just too easy for me. So I'm going to be broadcasting while I do it as well. So let's drop back, see what's going on through the field. Chad White currently up to 6th here. Let's hop on board the number 28, Chad White. Was running in 2nd here. Had to go down pit road and fix some damage. Dropped all the way to the back. Now he's working back up through the field. And he's trying to run down that number 19 of Logan Pesciation. Let's go up to our eyes in the sky. The Hutchinson Motorsports link, the most beautiful view in the business. See what's going on. So we got a few little battles right here. Here's your race leader, Bryce Barfield. A bit of a gap here. Then we drop to the back. Ryan Samara putting on a show here tonight, and not a good one for him. Spun himself out about 3 times earlier. Fell a lap down. Got his lap back. Went in the pits. Now he's trying to salvage a night. Currently running 10th. Meanwhile, Frank Warner, he's just hanging out in the back here. Let's hop on board to the number 9 of Frank Warner. Trying to keep up with these boys. Steady hand Frank Warner out of New York. Slow but steady is Frank Warner. Meanwhile, the GOAT Aaron Poppin, he is flying through the field. Currently running 11. Trying to hold off that number 71 of Justin Rhodes. Uh-oh, folks, Cam Patterson. Did he just disconnect or what? Not sure what's going on with Patterson in the 38. He's disappeared, folks. Yeah, Cam Patterson, I still don't see him. He might have just dropped. The number 38, he was running in 2nd, folks. He has disappeared. Is not on the track, so that's going to put JT Tinker up to 2nd. But we got a 3-wide battle for 3rd, folks. Nate DeFayette putting on a good race here. Here comes Chad White out of nowhere. From 6th to 3rd, Chad White taking over the spot. Slide job. Chad White to the front. But how about DeFayette here? His best race of his 5150 career. Let's hop on board with the number 43, Nate DeFayette. Currently in the 4th spot, trying to pass Chad White. Not going to happen. He's going to fall back in the line on the high side. Oh, Cam Patterson just reappeared, folks. He is in the back. Well off the pace here. He is a lap down, actually. So he just got lapped here due to the connection issues. He's going to try to salvage his night, hoping for a yellow, getting that wave around. We're going to see what happens for that number 38 of Cam Patterson. Meanwhile, Brian Samara, he was your regular season points champion, currently running in 8th. He was running pretty good early on, but he embarrassed himself, and he just smoked the wall again. So rough night for that 53. Must be a tough track for him. But back out front, Bryce Barfield, bad fast. He's led every single lap here. We're on lap number 51. We're over halfway done, folks. We do know these guys are going to have to pit one more time, I do believe. So we know they all pit around lap 30 after the stage break. We went green around lap 33 or so, 34. So they've only ran about 20 laps or so. So my guess is they're going to want to pit. They want to break it in half. They'll probably want to go around lap number 75 or so. No, that's probably too late. Probably before 75, maybe more like 65 to 70. Meanwhile, Toby Bird, he's short pitting, folks. I don't know about this call. It looks a little early. Toby Bird getting 4 tires down pit road. He is short pitting the field for sure, because these guys, they're probably going to stay out here a little while. I'm thinking most of these guys are going to want to at least go to lap 65 here. So your race leader, Bryce Barfield, out front by 3 seconds here at Kansas. Chad White sitting in second. Third place, currently the 93. JT Tinker started in the back. Worked his way up through the field. Almost junked Logan Festitian a few times. And Festitian returned the favor, but he's put together a good race so far, currently running 4th. Then in 5th, how about this man right here? Nate DeFayette putting on a show here for us. Running top 5 here. This number 43's got some speed. Then we got the 96, Christian Taylor, probably putting together his best run of the season. Running in 6th. Then in 7th, we got the youngin, Peyton Barfield, Hutchinson Motorsports TV fanatic. Tell you what, nobody watches more Hutchinson Motorsports TV broadcasts than this driver right here, Peyton Barfield. Every single time we're live on air, Peyton's in the chat, hooting and hollering. He loves Hutchinson Motorsports TV, and folks, can you blame him? Then we got Brian Samara running in the 8th position right now. Samara, he was running 2nd early on, had some serious speed, but Chad White junked him, and then he junked himself a few times. Been a rough night ever since. Running in 9th, we got Mr. Justin Rhodes in the 71. He's been kind of slow, but he's salvaging all he can. But meanwhile, here comes the GOAT, Aaron Poplin in the 63, and he's on the back bumper of that number 71. Let's hop on board with this bad fast number 63 machine of Aaron Poplin. Folks, it's official. Cam Patterson, I believe he towed it. I believe he went into the pits. He's about toast. Connection issues for that 38 of Cam Patterson. And the final car in the field we haven't covered, Frank Warner, currently running in the 11th position. So yeah, Cam Patterson, he's still just jumping around. He is a lap down. He's basically out of it. But your race leader, Mr. Bryce Barfield, in cruise control out front. Lap number 58. Before we jump into the thick of these green flag stops that we know that are coming up, let's take a short break, folks. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, we're going to take a short break, but don't you worry. We're going to stay live right here on the Speedway and get the Hutchinson Motorsports tracks playing in the background. I'll be back shortly, folks, and we're going to watch the end of this one. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, 5150 Cup Series action. As we return from break, we got a couple of our race leaders down pit road. Bryce Barfield and Chad White both entering pit road here. Lap number 64, folks. I said 65. Am I good or what? How do I know these things? Up in the booth. It's incredible. I truly am the GOAT. And here comes JT Tinker. He was briefly your race leader. He says if them boys are going to pit, I'm going to pit. So here comes the 93 down pit road. And, folks, here comes the GOAT. Aaron Poplin down pit road as well. The bad fast number 63 machine, Aaron Poplin. He's going to get himself 4 fresh tires and head straight to the front. So, meanwhile, Christian Taylor, your race leader, due to all the pit stops, he's out front here trying to hold off Peyton Barfield, duking it out currently for the race lead. Not going to last long because Peyton Barfield down pit road as well as Nate DeFayette and Logan Festchischen. So only 4 cars remain to not pit. It's Frank Warner, Brian Samara, Justin Rhodes, and your race leader, Christian Taylor. Just a matter of time. These 4 need to come down pit road. The longest they'll want to go, 70's kind of pushing it at this point. They're going to be losing all kinds of lap time. And here comes Taylor. Christian Taylor down pit road, going to give up the race lead, but the rest of the pack going to stay out here. We got 3 cars left. Justin Rhodes going to become your race leader here in Kansas, lap number 67. These guys trying an alternative strategy. I don't blame them. All 3 of them have been in the back. Try something different when you're struggling. Looking through the field, though, the fastest lap on the track for the whole race is... Oh, it's actually Justin Rhodes at 30.86. Nope. Chad White, 30.84. That's quick time for the session. But meanwhile, they're duking it out for the race lead. Brian Samara, he wants that lead to get a bonus point for leading. And he smokes the wall again. Boy, Brian Samara, he's been a clown out here today. Just smoking the wall. He spun out 2 or 3 times. He's hit the wall about 8 or 9. This number 53 is a wrecking ball out here at Kansas, and he's trying to junk Justin Rhodes. To the apron, here comes Brian Samara. He's racing like it's for the win. These 2 still both need to pit, but they're duking it out for the race lead. Brian Samara from the bottom. He's looking to throw a dirty slide job. Is he going to clear him? No, sir. Thought about dooring him, but he didn't. Meanwhile, Frank Warner down pit road. So there's just 2 cars left that need to pit. They're right here, folks. Samara is fully invested to get that 1 bonus point. He's staying out there till he gets it. Meanwhile, here comes Bryce Barfield trying to unlap himself. That's how big of a difference these fresh tires make. Bryce Barfield blown by the race leaders. Boy, Justin Rhodes is racing hard. Brian Samara wanted that 1 bonus point. Justin Rhodes says, not so fast, loser. I'm not giving you anything. Because Rhodes is in the playoffs as well. He doesn't want to give Brian any extra points. Rhodes into the wall a little bit. Can he hold the lead? Yes, sir. He says, Brian, you better pit, bud, because I'm not gonna. Samara gives it up and comes down pit road. He says Justin Rhodes is too fast for me. I'm just kidding. So Samara unable to get that 1 bonus point by leading a lap. So Justin Rhodes still the only car that has a pit. At this point, he needs to come down pit road this time around and get some tires. Because every single lap, folks, he is losing a second, 1.2 seconds to the field on them old tires. And he's been out there for about 8 extra laps. So after he pits, he's gonna be quite a bit behind the field. As Chad White unlaps himself. So right now, it's currently just 3 cars on the lead lap, as Justin Rhodes still waiting to pit. Let's see what else is going on through the field here. Not too much. Not seeing any big battles right now. Closest battle is right here. Festchischen and Taylor duking it out for 4th. Boy, Justin Rhodes still staying out there. Oh, the GOAT Aaron Poplin just smoked the wall. So Poplin trying to run these boys down, currently in the 10th position. What's he got for him? In the number 63, Aaron Poplin. Side by side, he's going to take the spot from Taylor. Taylor falling back to 10th. From hero to zero, Christian Taylor dropping to the rear. So out front, Justin Rhodes still not pitting. Folks, I tell you what, them tires are absolute junk out here. Meanwhile, Tinker going to unlap himself. Now we are up to 4 cars on the lead lap. Rhodes is rolling the top. Let's hop on board. See how terrible these tires are. That car's got to be hard to drive. He's going to stay out here till he's on empty, boys. He is just hoping for a yellow. He is feathering the throttle through the corners. Justin Rhodes, still your race leader. Big lead, but folks, in case you didn't know, he still has to pit. He's not going in this time either, folks. With just 25 laps left to go. Justin Rhodes, he's out here for the long haul. So dropping back, Bryce Barfield currently up to the number 6 position after passing Logan Festitian. Meanwhile, Christian Taylor battling back. He's passed a couple cars here in the last few laps. Up to 8th right now. Frank Warner trying to rebound. He's holding off Brian Samara. 11th and 12th place, respectfully. So your race leader, Justin Rhodes, still out here on them old junk tires. Let's see how many laps he's got on them old tires. With the Hutchinson Motorsports Pit Strategy View, the most beautiful pit strategy board in the business. He's out there, 44 lap old tires. Everybody else has about 10 to 12 laps. So 45 laps on the tires this time around. Justin Rhodes wheeling and dealing, still holding on to the race lead. Meanwhile, Aaron Poplin currently running 9th. Boy, what a night for this number 63 machine. Aaron Poplin, what an incredible display of talent. Talent, perseverance takes over behind the wheel of this number 63 Amtrak machine. Look at the wheeling he's doing behind. Oh my. Unbelievable driving from this number 63 car. Never seen anything like it. Meanwhile, side-by-side battle, Christian Taylor going to try to take over the 7th position from Festitian. Slide job, no, and he's not clear. He has to go give it up. Door-to-door coming out of the corner. They are duking it out for the 7th position. Festitian doesn't want to give it up. Heading into the corner. Taylor thinking about junking him. What's he going to do? Is he going to door him and stuff him into the fence? Yes, he is. Oh, no, he didn't. Meanwhile, Aaron Poplin coming to the front for these two as they're duking it out. What a race here so far. 5150 Cup Series action. We're here at Kansas. Week 1 of the playoffs, or race 1 of the playoffs, whatever you want to call it. All I know, it's been a good one. Good, clean racing all night long. As Justin Rhodes is still out here on these old junk tires. The only car to not pit yet, heading into lap 81. He's got to get low on fuel, folks. His last lap around the speedway was a 32.6. Everybody else is running 31.3s. So 1.3 seconds he's losing every lap. And Taylor trying to stuff him into the wall. He says, you might be the race leader right now, but I'm going to junk you. Christian Taylor trying to stuff the race leader into the wall. Meanwhile, here comes the 71. Justin Rhodes finally coming down pit road. Gonna give up the race lead. And he's probably gonna be in dead last after staying out that long. So Bryce Barfield on the backstretch. He's gonna take back over the race lead where he's been all night long. He's got about a 2-second gap on Chad White. With less than 20 to go, about 18 to go here at Kansas. Bryce Barfield back into the race lead. Meanwhile, these three still duking it out. 7th, 8th, and 9th positions. And they all just gained a position as Justin Rose is still on pit road. So Taylor up to 6th, Vestician 7th, and Poplin 8th. Not too much else going on. Let's go back out front here. Tinker running in 3rd. Barfield, your race leader. A bit of a gap there. We got gaps through the whole field other than these three right here. This is really your only race battles going on at the moment. So, folks, we got time for one more quick break. Then we're going to be back. Watch the finish of this one. About 17 laps left to go here. Hutchinson Motorsports TV 5150 Cup Series playoff action here at Kansas. Barfield still out front, but Chad White starting to run him down, folks. Race lead is down to less than a second. Here comes the 28, and Chad White. Does he have enough time? Last lap around the speedway, Chad White was 0.2 of a second faster than your race leader, Bryce Barfield. So let's check the pit strategy board here and compare tires. They're both on 28-lap-old tires, but Chad White seems to have the advantage right now. Let's hop on board to the number 28, Chad White. White running in the second position right now. Looking for a big win. I don't think he's won yet this year, if I remember right. So it'll be big for Mr. White. Take home a win, advance to the next round. Boy, a rough night for the 38 of Patterson. Had high playoff hopes, but he's going home. Basically running last. So looking back to the field, Peyton Barfield, he's currently up to the 4th spot. Good night for the youngster, the Hutchinson Motorsports TV fanatic, Peyton Barfield, the number 94 Chevy. This kid sure loves his Hutchinson Motorsports TV. He told me once he couldn't live without it. He told me he deleted all his streaming services at home. You know, he told me he used to have, you know, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, YouTube TV, all that stuff. He told me he was spending hundreds every month. He said, you know what, Blake? After watching Hutchinson Motorsports TV, I realized how large of a streaming library you guys have, and I don't even need any of this. I don't even have time to watch Netflix anymore. So he just unsubscribed to them all, folks. And all he does is watch Hutchinson Motorsports TV all day long on repeat, non-stop. And can you blame him? We got the largest library of racing in the world. Over 100 races here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Folks, we got a new race leader, Chad White, out front with just 5 laps left to go, taking over the race lead from Bryce Barfield. Boy, out of nowhere, Chad White just picked it up, ran him down, and blew by him. How about Mr. White in the 28? Can he hold on to the race lead with just a handful of laps left? Chad White out front. Boy, Bryce Barfield was dominating this entire race, and out of nowhere, Chad figured something out. Earlier, he had some damage after junking Brian Samara, but after he got that all fixed up, he has been rolling here tonight at Kansas. So Chad White out front by about a half a second. Seems to be pulling away from Barfield. Has to feel good about his chances here as he's on to the backstretch, coming to the 3 to go sign. So right now, White out front, followed by Bryce Barfield, JT Tinker, Peyton Barfield, and Nate DeFayette, your top 5. But folks, don't count out this man right here. The GOAT, Aaron Poplin. He's running 7th, folks. He might just pass all 6 cars in front of him in the next few laps and win this thing. I wouldn't be shocked. With all the talent this number 63 has, the Amtrak Chevy, number 63, Aaron Poplin. What a display of dominance tonight. But back out front, Chad White, he's got a race lead by about 0.7 of a second onto the backstretch here. Heading into the front stretch, 2 laps left to go for White. He does not want to see a caution. He says, boys, keep it clean, keep it green, because I want to win a race. Chad White with a commanding lead out front. Boy, that 28 is bad fast. And you know, I just remembered. I was talking to Chad earlier this week. He was asking me all kinds of setup questions. And I ended up helping out Chad White as well. So he also has a Hutchinson Motorsports TV setup. No wonder he's so fast. But folks, I gave him a different setup than Bryce. I gave him the Hutchinson Motorsports long run setup. And here it is in action. White flag in the air. Chad White out front with that bad fast hooked up. Hutchinson Motorsports TV long run setup in the number 28 Valvoline Protomy. I don't even know what it is. That machine is bad fast is all I know. As he's on to the backstretch for the final time, heading into turns 3 and 4 in front of a sold-out crowd. These fans, they're on their feet, off their seats, they're cheering. Checkered flag in the air. Ladies and gentlemen, Chad White, your winner at Kansas. Big win for Chad White. Bryce Barfield taking home second, followed by Tinker, Peyton Barfield, Nate DeFayette in fifth, Brian Samara sixth, and folks, the GOAT, Aaron Poplin, taking home a seventh place finish. What a run for that number 63 machine. Unbelievable. Aaron, if you could come to the broadcast waiting room, I'd appreciate it if you're tuned in. Somebody in the lobby, let Aaron know to come to the broadcast waiting room because we're going to give him an interview with that great performance he put on. But we're also going to give the man with the big win tonight out of nowhere, Chad White, putting it on him, taking on the checker flag, and he's burning it down here. What a win for Chad White. First race of the playoffs. Biggest win of his life, he told me. Let's check this out here, see if Mr. White. Chad White, please report to the booth waiting room as well. Aaron Poplin, too. We're going to give him a moment. Give them one moment, folks. We're going to do our interviews. But we appreciate you tuning in once again. Be sure, folks, while we got a moment, click the like button on the video. Subscribe to the page. It's free. Where else would you rather be than Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the #1 broadcast company? We're here at Kansas tonight. Still waiting on Chad White. Not sure what he's doing. Oh, here he is. He's in the wrong channel. Let me pull him in here. Chad, Blake in the booth, you got me?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Hey, a big win out of nowhere. You just seemed to put it on him, and you blew by him like he was sitting still there at the finish.
Yeah, I came into this race just making sure I wanted to save tires, and I was able to run the bottom and let everybody else burn their stuff up high, and it worked out, actually. Finally actually won a race in one of these stupid cars.
Yeah, well done. You did a great job, and I was telling the fans you had that Hutchinson Motorsports TV long-run setup, and it seemed to work out for you.
Yeah, it worked great. About 25 laps into the run, I could start moving up a little bit if I wanted to, but if I stuck to the bottom, then my tires lasted pretty much the entire race. So it was pretty good.
Hey, well, that's great to hear. Well, you did a great job out there. It looked like you got into Samara early on, but once you got the damage fixed up, you were ready to roll.
Yeah, me and Brian got into it a little bit. We've got into it a couple times this year. We just race close together all the time. He got a little bit loose, and I think I came up into him. No harm, no foul.
Yeah, well, hey, great job, Chad. Before you head out, you got any shout-outs or anything to add for the fans?
No, not off the top of my head. Well, I got Texaco Haviland and Protomet down the side of the car for playoffs this year. So.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, great job, Chad. I'll let you head down and celebrate with your team.
All right. Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. Chad White, your winner here, folks. And Aaron Poplin unable to come to the chat, but we got his teammate, JT Tinker. Let's pull him up here. JT, Blake in the booth, you got me?
Yeah, here you go.
Hey, you did a good run, and it looked like you ended up third there, so you can't complain about that.
No, not at all. I'm actually pretty pumped for that third place finish, actually.
Yeah, it looked like you in the 19 Fastician had some good hard racing there in the middle of this one.
Yeah, we did. It was a little scary at sometimes. I definitely sent it as a I'm not going to take that. You're in the playoffs. No harm for Logan. I love racing with him. He's a good kid. It's just I just was annoyed that I got fenced up into the wall when I had speed. So I showed my displeasure back a little bit, and it worked out. Either of us really got killed there until the very end. I know we had some issues, but I don't know. I wasn't expecting third place today. Car definitely was really fast. I wish Brian was up here also, but I'll take a third any day.
Yeah, he was great to see, especially after that qualifying run you had. You started in the back.
That's just how I start these races. I just start in the back. I can't qualify for anything.
Yeah, well, hey, you did a great job. Before you head out, you got any shout-outs or anything for the fans?
As always, I want to say thanks to my BCI teammates, Aaron and Brian. It wasn't the best run for us as a team, but they definitely recovered. Like I said, I'm proud of the third. I'm excited for the playoffs. I'm excited for 5150. If y'all haven't checked out our Discord yet, please go to 5150. I think it's racingleague.com to try and get some more people into the rooms. It's going to be a fun one.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, great job, JT. I'll let you head down and celebrate your podium finish.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. JT Tinker taking home a third place run. Let's pull up our second place car, Bryce Barfield. Bryce, Blake in the booth, you got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, you ended up second. You didn't get the win, but you led a lot of laps here tonight, and it looked like Mr. White got around you right there at the end.
Yeah, I just started getting tight at the end of the last run. I'm not really sure what happened. I didn't run any different than I ran that first run. I didn't fall off much at all, and then the second run just got real tight. And in these cars, there's just not much you can do.
Yeah, well, hey, you definitely can't complain. You definitely led the most laps, taking home a second place finish. So a good start to the playoffs for you.
Yeah, it should definitely help me getting in the next round. Got a lot of points tonight, stage win. Led the most laps, so it was a pretty good night overall.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, you did a great job. You got any shout outs or anything for the fans before you head out?
Yeah, shout out to my dad watching, my brother racing tonight. Shout out to Abby and SDSRX for coming on board on the car.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, great job, Bryce. Second place finish here at Kansas. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There's Bryce Barfield taking home a second. And, folks, we're not done yet. The star of the show, we're pulling him in here. It's the GOAT, Aaron Poplin. Aaron, Blake up in the booth. You got me, buddy?
I got you here, Blake. What's going on?
Oh, not much, man. That number 63 was bad fast tonight, and you were putting on a clinic of racing out there.
And I'm just keeping the car clean as much as I could and just save those tires.
Hey, you did a great job. You worked yourself up there to 7th there at the end, so definitely can't complain about that.
Oh, yeah. When you mess up qualifying and start last, it's always good to get halfway through the pack there.
Yeah, it looked like you had a good little battle there at the end. You and a few others, I believe it was who? Rhodes?
Yeah, Logan and Taylor there.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. You three were duking it out there for a while everybody else was spaced out, so it was entertaining to watch you guys.
Oh, yeah, that was fun. You didn't know what was going to happen. One person get in front of you, then they fall back, and that draft was a lot stronger than you expected to be.
Yes, sir. But, hey, you did a great job out there. Before you head out, you got any shout-outs or anything to add for these great fans?
I just want to thank Amtrak for getting my car here a little delayed. The bullet holes were a little tough to deal with, but you can't expect much more than that.
Hey, well, I'm glad you mentioned that because I don't think I told the fans about that story. But yeah, as Aaron was saying, Amtrak actually strapped the car on the top of the train and delivered it to the track today as a promotion. And it was very entertaining to see. But, hey, Aaron, you did a great job tonight. Hopefully you can keep rolling through these playoffs in advance of the next round.
Hey, let's get on to Dega.
Yes, sir. Congratulations, Aaron.
Thank you.
Aaron Poppin bringing home a top 10 finish. He's trying to make it to the next round of the playoffs. But, folks, we appreciate you tuning in. Hutchinson Motorsports TV 5150 Cup Series playoff action here at Kansas. Chad White taking home the win, folks. Please come back tomorrow night. We're going to have the Nexus Motor City Truck Series. We're in the playoffs there as well. So it's going to be a good one to watch. So hope to see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the #1 broadcast company in the business. Signing off. It's